take up a lot of memory, do you think?
We should be live now, which means we can do this. Copy paste that. Paste this. Copy paste that. Can we do that? Yep, there we go. We're live.
Cool.
Okay, so this part, copy. Put that into the
see it into our. I can do that.
Yep. And then tell people that it's online. We are online.
All right, just
because we are on air now. So
all right, just Control V and it'll.
Yep.
Okay.
Make sure we push it out too.
By clicking on the video?
Yep. By clicking on the video. Yep, Midland is now under severe thunderstorm warning. I'm going to put it on Facebook. So web, make sure you mobile push that out.
All right.
All right?
Yep.
Checking on the news warning. All right, welcome everybody. If you are just joining us for our brand new ability to stream our severe weather coverage over the internet, this is definitely the day to practice it. We've got a lot of severe weather warnings still within the area. You'll be able to watch us here while we're in between cut-ins and actually continuing to do it while we're in our cut-ins. You'll be able to hear us talking about it. You can keep track by opening another tab on your web page and opening the live radar loops on our website, on mynbcnews.com, so you'll be able to kind of keep track of what's going on. The main thing we're still watching for is the tornado warning into Schola County. We're going to be cutting back into programming here in just a couple minutes or so to give you more updates on that. Right now the system is still moving to the east, and actually that cell is moving to the southeast. I will be checking with Master Control actually here within the station to make sure that we can jump on into programming here real quick. Ty's going to take over for just a minute or two, give you a couple updates on the severe thunderstorm warnings while we push a little more stuff to the web. So Ty, take it away.
Sure. Yeah, we're also following what we call here National Weather Service Chat. It's an application that we have open that several members of the media use, including us, to keep you updated on the latest warnings as they come out. The latest one is a severe thunderstorm warning that was issued for Midland County until 5 p.m. 60-mile-an-hour hail and 1.5-inch diameter, or 60-mile-an-hour winds and 1.5-inch diameter hail. The main hazards with this, that's in effect until 5 p.m. And we just got an update that the severe thunderstorm warning has been issued, or continued rather, for Genesee, Livingston, and Shiawassee counties until 4:30 p.m. So as these continue to come out, if any information is available,
so I can take over the cut.
Okay.
We're going to be cutting
We're
in.
Going to be cutting in.
Yep. 1 second. All right, testing, Scott. 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing, 1, 2.
Need me to run prompter here again?
Yep.
Is it already in there, the script?
Yeah, the same one as we've had before, talking about the severe thunderstorm warnings.
Okay. I should probably get the one in for Midland then.
I can mention that one on there. So we're good with the prompter. All right, I'm ready, Scott. Let's do it. Yep, just cut it right on in. Because we've got the new warning. And an update on the tornado warning. Do it. All right, everyone, if you're just joining us now, we're actually going to be cutting back into programming very briefly. All right, good afternoon, everyone. We're cutting back into programming. We're talking about the severe thunderstorm warnings and the tornado warning that is still in effect for Tuscola County. Let's zoom in on Storm Ready Doppler and see what's going on. If you're joining us with our live web streaming, you can actually watch online on our website. There is a link there. You'll be able to join us for our live web stream there on YouTube for in between these cut-ins. The tornado warning is still in effect until 4:45 this afternoon. A severe thunderstorm warning is continuing actually for Huron and Tuscola County as well until 4:30 p.m. This is the main cell. It's actually just south of Seagoing and just headed into Unionville as well. While the rotation has died down a little bit, there is still rotation with this cell. So it will continue to extend down this way as the severe thunderstorm curves a little bit more in the clockwise direction. So please take cover if we're in the Unionville area, Gagetown, Cass City. Please head to the lowest point portion of your house. If you do not have a basement, head to the center of your house. The bathroom is preferred. Make sure you take ducky cover because we need to make sure these have damaging winds with them. Large hail, we're talking about golf ball and ping pong ball size hail. Now the next part that we need to watch for is the new warnings that have just come down. Midland County, you're about ready to get round number 2 from these cells that are heading in. If you're joining us online, you can watch with the radar loop exactly where this is located. Now Coleman, you have a cell that's moving just to the north of you. Mount Pleasant, that is heading towards, that cell just north of you is heading towards Sanford. If you are in Sanford, take cover now. These cells have a lot of wind and very large hail associated with them. We just got an update from what we're using. It's called NWS Chat. It's a direct link with us to the National Weather Service. The tornado warning is continuing for Tuscola County. Now, there is another cell just to the southwest of Clare and north of Waveman that is a very large amount of hail and strong winds with that as well. We're going to continue to aim for commercial breaks to cut in, so we try not to cover up programming on the national programming right now. But this is a very strong, severe storm situation. I apologize if you are not being affected by it, but there are a lot of people within our area that are being hit, so we will continue to cut into programming as we need to throughout this afternoon. For now, we are going to go back to regular programming. All right, welcome again. If you are just joining us with our online web streaming, we're testing that out actually today, and this is definitely a day to do this. We're going to continue to cut into programming throughout the day as we need to, but you can join us here online for updates as well. We just finished with a cut-in. We're watching this tornado warning. There is not a tornado on the ground, which is why we're not going continuously with this warning, but it is heading a little bit in towards Unionville right now. So if you are in Unionville, please take cover immediately. You can actually open another tab in your web browser and go to mynbcnews.com. There's radar loops there that you'll be able to access so that you can get updates. The main thing that you can do also is keep an eye on the warnings on our website. There's a severe weather tab. That's another one that you can open, and that'll give you updates as well. The main thing to watch for also is there's a couple cells over towards Coleman. Those are quite strong. We're talking about golf ball size hail there as well, strong winds. A lot of these cells have a history of rotation, so there's the potential for more tornado warnings to continue to go throughout the rest of the day. We've had the one that was in Bay County. We've had several up towards Grayling and also in Iosco County. We have this other one now that's in Tuscola County. While we have not had any reports of anything that has touched down, we do have several spotters that are in the area for us here at NBC 25 keeping an eye on it. But even though these storms have not had anything touch down yet, the tornado warnings are needed. There's a lot of rotation with them, and there's a lot of strong winds with them as well. Ty and myself are continuing to work here on the Weather Center. You'll hear these bings, these doorbell sounds every once in a while. Those are a direct link with us to the National Weather Service here in the Storm Ready Weather Center, so that we get updates actually before they go out to you guys by about a minute or two. So we're right on top of things here. Ty is actually working on getting some more stuff pushed to the web, so you'll be able to get it on your mobile device and everything too. We're kind of tag teaming this here to make sure that everything's going well. I'm also in the process of getting the forecast together for our 6 o'clock show, so you'll be able to watch NBC 25 News at 6. It looks better. I promise the forecast looks better than what's going on right now. While I get the forecast back together a little bit here, Ty is going to continue working on the website, and he's going to take this away for a couple minutes so that I can continue working on the extended forecast. Ty?
Yeah, well, let me unmute my microphone here first. I don't know how well you guys can hear me, but I had to mute it because of, let's see, there we go. You should be able to hear me a little bit better. Yeah, it's a very busy day in the Weather Center. We're getting a lot of warnings coming in. Of course, we have the severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 9 p.m., but tornado warning that Ahmed mentioned for northern Tuscola County. So far, that's just been Doppler indicated. We haven't actually had a confirmed touchdown with that, but severe thunderstorm warnings have popped up for Clare, Isabella, Midland, possibly even sections of not Gladwin County yet at least, but southern Genesee, southern Shiawassee County under tornado or severe thunderstorm warnings, I should say, for hail and high winds. So what I'm doing right now is just updating the website, and I'm going to do a mobile push on that probably. Although we just did do a mobile push too, so definitely going to be updating on Facebook and Twitter, but just keep watching here. We'll be working, getting the show ready, as Ahmed said, for 6 o'clock, and keep you posted on any weather updates as the new warnings and watches become available. I just heard a bing over there. That's probably just an update or a spotter report of some kind, and that's a marine warning there. It looks like that just came out for Saginaw Bay. Is that right, Ahmed?
Yeah, we've got Saginaw Bay's got a marine warning that's in effect. We're talking about very strong winds and about 3/4 inch size hail that's over the bay right now. We were also getting some storm reports, some hail about penny size about 4 miles northeast of Auburn. Anytime that you get spotter reports or anytime you see something like large hail, and a large amount of water or large amount of rain, if you're measuring it, if you have a rain gauge, then you can actually send that in to our Facebook page. We'll report it to the National Weather Service, and they'll be able to help us out. Spotter reports are an extremely important thing. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning that has actually just been issued for Bay County. So now Midland, you are in that severe thunderstorm warning. Bay County, you are also in that as well. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and 1.5 inch size hail.
What's the expiration on that?
That one goes until
5
o'clock.
as well.
Yep.
Okay.
So that warning goes until about 5 o'clock. Ty's going to make sure that this gets pushed out.
Go right back into the web update that, and then send it out on Twitter, Facebook, and push it. So
constantly updating. The newest thing coming in from Grand Rapids now. I'm actually going to turn this down because the binging is starting to get a little interesting. Large hail is reported with those cells that are over Lansing. Those are heading towards Fenton right now. Fenton, you're kind of in the bullseye for this cell. They should scoot mainly to the south of downtown Flint. Grand Blanc, you'll get a little bit of it. Durand, you're seeing a little bit of it right now, but mainly it's going to head into Fenton and then down south into Oakland County. So that's good news. We don't have to worry about too much of that in the southern counties. Right now, it continues to absolutely slam our northern counties and into the thumb. We have the tornado warning in effect for Tuscola County. The main thing that we're watching now is actually getting ready for some of these severe thunderstorms to move back into the Saginaw Bay area. We have the ones that are in effect for for Clare and Isabella counties. We have Midland County, and then we have Bay County, which is included in that warning. Aranac County, Tawas, you guys over in there, keep an eye out because some of these cells are starting to head your way. While they're not as strong, so they're not breaching that severe thunderstorm limit, it is a little bit of an issue because you are kind of connected. If you look at the radar loop that's on mynbcnews.com, you can see it is a very long line that's extending down towards Grand Rapids. You can see we're running around here definitely in the Storm Ready Weather Center. There's more actually over towards Grand Rapids as well. There's a line that's beginning to connect with a couple of those counties there. Saginaw County, you continue to kind of dodge a bullet here, actually. We are going to keep watching these cells as they continue to push to the southeast, but for right now, you're still in the clear. But that means now is the best time to get ready just in case something does begin to impact the area. One of the main things now for us to watch with the cell that we were talking about over Tuscola County is for this tornado warning to hopefully expire soon. The rotation is dying down with it, so we're using a bunch of the tools that we've got here to watch it. One of the things that we use is called storm relative velocity. It allows the radar to see the inbound and outbound winds that are within that actual cell. And while there is some rotation with it, there's actually not a great deal of it. That means it's been dying down as we've been watching it. So that's good news. So that is some of the main things that we've been updating you on here in the Storm Ready Weather Center. Going to take a real quick break. We're going to be recording some of our radio cut-ins for the 94.5 The Moose and for Classic Fox. So stick with us. Be back in 1 minute as we continue to update you on the warning information.
Are you going to cut in for Bay County?
Bay County, we're waiting for the next commercial break
Okay.
for. So that's the main one.
I'll get that on.
Yep. Actually, we might be coming up.
For you.
Yep. Yeah, hit that one in the prompter. We might have another one. Let me double check.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to be doing a cut in here shortly on the severe thunderstorm warning that's been issued for Bay County, mainly central and northern Bay County until 5 p.m. So that's what we're going to be doing here in a few minutes.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. We're cutting back into programming to give you another update on the severe weather moving through the area. Let's go right on into Storm Ready Doppler and see what's going on. We have new warnings that have just been issued within the past couple minutes. You can head to our website, mynbcnews.com. There is a link to actually join us for a live web streaming severe weather event that we are doing. Trying that out brand new for you guys so that you get even more storm-ready information. We are the storm-ready station for mid-Michigan. The tornado warning that is still in Tuscola County is continuing to push to the east. We're actually getting a little bit of an indent there that I want to keep an eye on. The main thing with this cell, though, is how it's starting to move. A lot of the times, not every time, but a lot of the times, you see severe thunderstorms. Once they go severe, begin to hook a little bit more kind of in their path as they move to the east. They begin to hook a little more in a clockwise fashion. That's what's happening here, which is why the tornado warning is extending down towards Cass City. So Unionville, you just had to move through the area, but you're not in the clear yet. You can see there is a lot more actually up in the northwest. Cass City, now is the time to make sure that you get down and take cover now. There is large hail associated with this, damaging wind gusts, and again, you are still within that tornado warning. There is no tornado on the ground. We have spotters that are keeping an eye on this cell. There is no funnel on the ground, but there's a walk cloud associated with this cell, so it's something we're going to continue to keep an eye on. Again, you can join us actually in between cut-ins online on our website with our severe weather streaming event that we're doing. The newest warnings that are in effect, the northern part of Bay County and also Midland County. You can see this cell actually just to the west of Sanford. I'm going to use what's called X-Vision to break that down very briefly so we can see how tall these storms are. Now, looking right here, this is the very important part, how tall these get. These extend up several thousands of feet, and the taller they are, the stronger they are. You can see the center, the colors, it's basically the same thing as on radar, how intense the precipitation is within these clouds. You can see it extends up very high. As we move this line back a little bit towards that hail core, you can see how it does extend up into the cloud. You see that magenta right at the base of it, right there. Just a little bit of a spike right at the base to the east of Mount Pleasant. That's something we need to watch because that means there's very large hail being bounced back on the radar. So everybody in Sanford, make sure that you get down now. There's a lot of wind and a lot of hail headed in your direction. Even more out to the west, you've got the Grand Rapids National Weather Service office continuing to issue severe thunderstorm warnings for the cells that are off to the southwest of them. This line off to the west here is going to continue to march in our direction. We have a long time left with these severe storms. Everywhere in pink is a severe thunderstorm watch that's in effect until 9 o'clock tonight, and it could go a little bit longer than that with some of these severe storms. So we are in for a very long afternoon and evening. So make sure you stick with us here at NBC 25. Ty Chesky and myself will continue to update you on our website and here on NBC 25. We'll continue to go throughout the afternoon. Join us there for our live web streaming event. I'm going to give you a little bit more of a behind-the-scenes thing of what happens here in the Storm Ready Weather Office. For now, we're going to we go back to regular program. All right, everybody, we're continuing our web streaming event so that you can kind of see what's going on in between our live weather cut-ins. So you probably see there's a little bit of a delay on your TV. That's how broadcast television actually works a little bit. While you're watching us here on our live stream, you can click another tab open and open our radar loop, and also another tab that helps you see where the warnings are. As we continue to push them to you on your mobile device, you can actually watch it on your app as well. Ty, there are a couple more warnings. Can you give them the rundown on the new warnings that you're pushing onto the web real quick here?
Yeah, we just pushed the new severe thunderstorm warning for Midland County, Bay County, also both of those going until 5 p.m. Main hazards with these storms, to me, appear to be hail. They're also mentioning 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, but hail with these thunderstorms could be as big as ping pong ball size to possibly even golf ball size. Right now, it looks like the main line is just moving into central sections of Midland County. Certainly, it's already been in western portions of Midland County as this continues to move off to the east-northeast at about 30 miles an hour or so. It looks like it'll be moving through some of the areas that are just off to the north of Bay City. Looks like Midland, the north side of town, may get scraped by this as well as this continues to move to the east. Eventually, Pinconning will be in the path, as well as other communities south of there and to the north of Bay City. Right now, I'm just about to do a little update here on Facebook. We just updated the web article with some of these new warnings that came out for Midland County, for Bay County. Of course, if you've been watching us, you also know that there's a tornado warning in effect until, I believe, 4:45, right, Ron, for Tuscola
right.
County?
The National Weather Service actually just updated saying they're going to continue the tornado warning, so it is still going on.
It's still going on until 4:45 p.m. for Tuscola County, mainly the northern portion of that county. And so far, that's just been Doppler indicated, but there is rotation with that storm as it moves across northern Tuscola County. So I'm going to do an update here on Facebook. We've got new information coming in. I can hear things beeping in that, but for now, I'm going to get back to work, and we'll keep you posted on new information as it becomes available.
Excellent. Thanks, Ty. All right, what I'm doing right now is updating our extended forecast to see what's going to be going on beyond some of these storms. And, of course, get ready for our show at 6 o'clock. We have a very busy weather day here going on. So what I want you to watch for is on our website, we have our weather tab that you can open. And on there, you can see our radar loop that continuously updates, and also a spot that also updates continuously with the watches and warnings directly from the National Weather Service. There's a map there, so you'll be able to see our broadcast area, and you can click on each warning, and it gives you the direct National Weather Service information exactly as we get it, so you get every single thing that we get. I'm hoping that you're enjoying the fact that you can join us here in the Storm Ready Weather Center for the live weather streaming, and we're going to continue to update you as we go throughout this entire afternoon. It's a little busy here with how things are shaping up. The watch is in effect until about 9 o'clock tonight. The main thing to watch for now is the new warnings that are continuing to pop out, connecting that one line with the Saginaw Bay. So we're looking at Midland, and we're looking at Bay County. Tuscola County, you're still in that tornado warning. They're continuing it, but they are continuing to shrink it as well. There is still rotation with it, but it's dying down. But for safety's sake, looking at what has been happening over the past month or so with how warnings have been going, we definitely want to make sure that everybody is prepared. We don't want anybody caught off guard. We've got a new update. Anytime you hear that little siren sounding, it means that it contains the word tornado in it directly from the National Weather Service. So that is actually going to be sticking around for Jackson. If you're tuning in on our web here from anywhere outside of our viewing area, there are severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for places that are outside our viewing area. But we'll continue to update you on the web as well. That's something that we can do, even though you might not be able to get us on your TV.
And a lot of times, too, when
yes.
you hear that dinging or the buzz there that has tornado in the text, sometimes it means the tornado warning has expired. It hasn't yet. It's still going on for Tuscola County. But sometimes you hear that buzz and you think, oh, geez, there's a new tornado warning issue. Not necessarily. A lot of times it's just used in a different context, meaning that something may have expired, or somebody might just be on NWS chat asking a question about a possible tornado on the ground, even though it hasn't been confirmed. So it's just something that gives us a heads up that there could be new information on a tornado.
Excellent, thanks, Ty. The next thing that we're going to keep an eye on is the main cells. If you look at the radar tab on our website, there's a few cells that are now entering Michigan just north of the Ludington area. and a few more that are just crossing south of Grand Rapids. That could brush the southern portion of Shiawassee and Genesee County, and also off to the west of Grand Rapids over Lake Michigan. Those are more that are continuing the marine warnings for Lake Michigan, which are actually, we still have marine warnings in effect for the Saginaw Bay as that very large line continues to push in. The National Weather Service has actually just let us know they're continuing the severe thunderstorm warning for Genesee and for Bay counties. Those ones are now associated with a little bit larger hail than there was before. Bay, you have hail up to about 1.25 inches and 1.5 inches for Genesee County. So while not all of Genesee County will be getting it, definitely the southern portion. So make sure if you're in the Fenton area, you're going to be seeing some of this very, very soon. Oakland County and Livingston County, areas south of us, they're also warned along with us because of that one cell, because of how large it is. The next update that we've been getting is continuing it also for Midland and Saginaw County. Saginaw County, you are actually now issued, well, the northern portion of Saginaw County. So downtown Saginaw, all the way north to where it connects to Bay County, into Bay City, those areas are now included in a severe thunderstorm warning. So the southern portions of Saginaw County, you are still in the clear. You've had a little bit of rain move through, but none of the severe stuff yet. You might actually be able to hit this gap that we're seeing kind of form in between some of the lines, so you should be okay there.
That must be the verbiage we're hearing over there on.
Yep.
That's Saginaw County one over
Yes.
there. Okay.
Yeah, the Saginaw County one actually just came down, so that's what's going on. If in the background you hear any kind of like the
That's our
fluttering
weather,
noise.
weather radio. They probably can't hear that. That's way over in the control room. But
The weather radio is something that's extremely important. You've heard
some
actually.
some people
Wes
might
talk
even
about
have it.
Yes, if
Some
you
people
have a
might even
weather
have it.
radio, you're hearing it at the same time as we are. Ty, we've talked about it a little bit. Here we go. Good news. The tornado warning has been canceled for Tuscola County. So you are no longer within that tornado warning. The rotation has officially died down enough. Now, for the time being, actually, we're going to cut off our web streaming here now because the tornado warnings have expired. The second that we get anything brand new like that coming in where we have to do a lot of different cut-ins and then come back here to update some of the information, we'll rejoin the web streaming, so you'll be able to keep this link open and we'll rejoin you there. But for now, we're actually going to cancel our web streaming here. So thank you for joining us, and we hope that you have a good afternoon, and you please stay safe. Continue to watch NBC 25 on our television, and we're going to continue to keep you updated there as well. Make sure you download the mobile app. We'll be pushing a lot of information there also.
All right. Oh, okay.